would not believe what just happened. I just taped this whole episode and I didn't hit the record button. How did I not know that I didn't hit the record button? Because I'm using the back camera now, not the front camera. Because yesterday I noticed that the front camera's quality the back camera's quality was just so much better. So I switched to the back camera. And I could have sworn I pushed the play button, but I didn't. So this is a retake. I guess it wasn't meant for me to share the original message with you. So here it goes. All from memory, baby. That's how we're gonna do today. Have you ever prayed for patience? Or when people say pray for patience, you know, the saying is pray for patience and be prepared for for what's to come. Because what's to come is usually a bunch of tests to try your patience. That's the only way that, we can become more patient is by testing our patience. And before I get into that, I kind of wanted to say something that I've noticed in my videos, and that is when I've brought Melinda up in recent videos, I think I have been giving her a negative light or talking about her negatively, or maybe they're just like negative undertones that I'm hoping no one really caught, but I caught myself because I guess I kind of know how it can be perceived. But I never meant it to be a negative at all. If anything, like I owe who I am, to Melinda and the prayers that she prayed for me and all those who prayed for me when I was without God in my life. Thanks be to God for friends who are willing to pray for you into a better life. And like I said, I'm thankful. I am very thankful for those people who prayed for me, for my conversion to my way back into the faith, because I love God and that's just the way it is. And I thank them for that. I thank them for this love that I'm able to have for God. But it kind of ties into not only the readings for today, but that saying as well, be prepared for what you ask for. Be prepared for what you pray for, because you're going to get tested, and you may not like the tests, right, that come about. Some of the tests are pretty hard to accept. But today's gospel talks about how God sent an angel to Zechariah who was had prayed for a child. Him and Elizabeth, or Anne. Is it Anne or Elizabeth? I think it's Anne. No, it's Elizabeth. He gave birth to John, right? So him and Elizabeth had been praying for a child, and God heard their prayers, sent an angel to let them know that they were going to be giving birth to John the Baptist. And what happened with Zechariah? Zechariah didn't believe in the angel. He doubted the angel's message. And what happened to John? He got punished. John got punished for not believing in the angel who God sent to deliver him a message that he was going to give birth to John. And how is it like that is such a testament to that saying of be prepared for what you ask for, right? Because God always gives us what we ask for and then some. A lot more than what we ask for, because he knows what's best for us and he knows what we need in order to live out the love that we want to have for him. We desire, we crave the love that God has for us. We don't know it. But those moments where we seek to be a better person or we want better in our life, God is that better. And God's ways are not our ways. And his ways are so beyond what we can imagine that when we get it, it's hard to grasp that. Because it entails so much more than what we thought it was going to be. And so when I came back into the faith, I will say that it was very startling to a lot of people, kind of like how I've been saying. People that prayed for me, Melinda especially, God bless her soul, because there was a lot going on during that time. Like, here she is, she prayed for me to come back into the faith, and then when she got what she asked for, it was a lot. It was a lot. Trust me, it was a lot. There was a lot of truth that had to be told in order for us to really progress to where we needed to be. And that truth, like that saying, truth hurts, it hurt. I'm pretty sure it hurt, because the truth about me ain't pretty, being told that I've been unfaithful, and then to have being told the things that I told her is unimaginable. For instance, there's this one time where I told Melinda that she was being immodest, and that hurt her a lot. But so here's the scene. We were at dance practice, right? And she's teaching the keikis, the little kids, and she's sitting on the ground Indian style, and she's like, I think they might have been stretching or doing something to where she was kind of bending over, leaning forward. And because Melinda breastfeeds, she likes to wear these shirts that are comfortable for her to breastfeed, because she could just pull it down and then pop it in, right? But what the deal with those shirts were, they hung very low. And when she was bending over one day in class, the shirt would kind of like obviously go out a little bit, and you can see like her bra. And if her bra was loose at all, like you can see, her parts. And so that day that I saw this happening, I also saw another guy kind of looking in. I mean, can I say for certain that he was looking at Melinda's down parts? I don't know, but when I was looking at him, he was looking in her direction, and you couldn't help but see this. And so I was like, this is a problem. And I was like, I don't want anyone looking at my wife. That's my wife. So I prayed about it a lot. And one morning when she was up, when I was getting ready to go to work, I told her in the nicest way possible. Like, I made sure that I had the right words, the kindest words, just overall just said it the best way that I could imagine to say it, because I took a lot of time, and I didn't want to say it at all, believe me. And I told her this, like, I didn't want to say it. I tried to fight telling her, but like every ounce in my body was like, you need to tell her. So I told her, and she was pissed. She texted me later that day. I don't know if we talked on the phone, but she was mad. And then she told me that she like texted her friends like, am I immodest and da 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 da. And everyone said, no, you're not, you're not this, you're not that. But what is she wearing nowadays? She ain't wearing them shirts anymore. And I think eventually she kind of recognized how she was dressing by the way that I started dressing. I started dressing a lot more modest. Even to church, I started wearing like ties, and then now I wear a suit to church. And now she wears dresses and very nice things, because I think she finally realized how she was being immodest and the importance of modesty in all situations, especially when we're going to church. I mean, we would see it fit if we were meeting a governor or a councilman or a president or some royalty, that we would dress in our nicest attire. Why not for the king of the universe, God, the creator of the universe? Like, that just makes sense to me. But after she recognized that, she changed. Was she ready for that initial message? No, of course not. She was definitely not ready for that initial like hit. That's like an uppercut or a shot to the gut, to the diaphragm. Knocks the wind out of your diaphragm, right? So, but she gets it now. And I think when I was coming back into the faith, that's how a lot of things were with me, with the message and how I talked to people, or how I just went about living my faith. I lived about living my faith by helping people trying to get into the faith, telling them the truths about our faith. But I don't think people were ready for that. And I can see it as convicting now, because we prioritize our times to what we see important. Are people prioritizing their faith and learning things of the faith? Are we dedicating time to that? Are we making that a priority? I can't say for certain that people are not, but in learning something, we should be putting things into practice. If we're learning something and not putting something into practice, well, what's the point of learning something? So I ask you, are we ready for the things that we're praying for? Any good general would prepare his troops for what's to come. And that's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm preparing those who are ready to take this journey for the next step. I'm preparing them for that next step. And I'm just letting people, I just want people to be aware that this next step is trying. There is a lot of opposition out there, a lot of people who are against what we're doing. Even those who love God can pose as opposition as well. But it is the most rewarding decision. There is a beauty and joy that I have never known in this world that has been given to me just through the eyes of faith. There's a lot of things I recognize now that I've never recognized before in my life. That's not a testament to age and to my exposure of things. That's a testament to my faith and the eyes of faith that I've been given. That is it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate the time that you spend with me every single day, because I know everyone is just watching these videos, and I'm pretty sure people would be watching them if they knew about it. So there's only one way that people who want to know about it and that's if you tell them about it. So go and share this message with everybody, because everybody is just dying to see this. Kind of, maybe not, but like, share, comment down below. You ready for this journey that we are embarking on? Because I am ready. I am. Anyways, love you guys. Hope you're living well. Prayer, silence, read the scripture, go to confession. It is almost Christmas time. Jesus is almost here. We need to prepare ourselves in the best way possible to be able to receive him. So confession. Love you guys. Peace.